What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth. Let's get right off into this, man. If y'all hear this sound right here, what that is, man, they working on the streets out here, man. So pay it no mind, please don't. Let's get right off into this. Arsonal versus Hollow the Don, man. Listen, when this battle first happened on Smack Volume 2, man, I didn't like the battle at all. I didn't like all the interferences they was having. I didn't like the time scheduling. I didn't like that it had a time limit to it to some degree. I didn't like the fact that they was almost finna have a fight with each other. I didn't like all that stuff at all. I didn't like none of that, which actually swayed me and actually really paying attention to this battle. It's sort of like when you see somebody picking on somebody, but then they want you to support them. You be like, hey, that's how it was in this battle. I felt some type of way about what was going on because I didn't like all the antics that was involved in this battle. However, when this battle dropped and came on, when this battle dropped and they put the footage out, I got to watching it so I could recap it. I'm like, this actually was a good battle if you minus all the bull that was taking place. Hollow come out in the first round, man. Hollow was spazzing. That was one of the best Hollows I've seen in a long time. When you see the creativity he brought, the way he was flowing and everything, Hollow was on point, man. He at one point in the first round, he took off his jacket and put on his coat that he had in the Fight Club, the New York Yankee coat, and went and transformed back into 10 years ago against him and Arsonal, man. That was crazy what he started saying after that, man. He was getting it in, man, and it was crazy, man. Hollow definitely took off in this battle, man. First round, Hollow spazzed. He spazzed crazy. I gave Hollow 25 points in the first round. Arsonal come on after Hollow. Arsonal, energy, performance, bars. He definitely matched Hollow intensity. Hollow in the first round was pressing Arsonal. Arsonal would respond, pressing him back, but it got a little bit more physical. Even though Hollow was the one that not instigated it. He initiated the contact first when rapping first against Arsonal. He was up on Arsonal, he was pressing up against him. And then when Arsonal round came, Arsonal did the same thing, but went a little bit more further. He did this move where he talked about the Hulkamania leg dropping, like legs his way through Hollow when he was behind Hollow rapping. Knocked Hollow water bottle across the floor. Hollow pushed them, Arsonal turned around, pushed them back, and that's when things went left. No. That was actually in the second round. I'm sorry. I take that back. So Arsonal come back. That's when he do the Hulkamania leg drop thing. After that, that's what happened first round. So Arsonal had a nice first round. I gave Arsonal 20 points to Hollow 25. I got Hollow 1-zip going into the second. Second round come in, Hollow picking up where he left off. It wasn't a fire after the first round, but it was definitely nice. Hollow had this line where he come up on Arsonal after Arsonal did the Hulkamania leg drop thing on him, which caused the little scuffle. Hollow come back and he do this line where he come up on Arsonal talking about bombs over Baghdad, and he literally pressed up against him, swinging like that, and his shoulder hit down on Arsonal. Arsonal got mad at that, pushed them, they was finna fight. They was finna fight. That was uncalled for, Hollow, man. That was uncalled for, man, but that's what he did. Once they separated the brothers, got everything back under control, Hollow get back into his round. He ended. Arsonal come on after that. Arsonal, would he be able to tie this thing up 1-1 going into the third? He definitely would. Arsonal come on the second, bombing away on Hollow. I thought he had a solid, good, nice second round. Bars was there, man. His bars was there, and his performance was there. At one time, it seemed like he was finna choke, but Hollow bailed him out of it by talking to him. And once Arsonal was responding to him, he regrouped himself, got it back together, finished the round. I got Arsonal winning that round. I scored Hollow in that second round, 20 points, and I gave Arsonal 23 points in that second round. Going to the third round, it's 1-1. Going into the third, who will win this battle of the rematches against two legends? Hollow come on in the third round. Hollow got this fold in his hand as though he finna do some exposing to Arsonal. Arsonal peeped the fold and looking at him like, then Arsonal go over to his man like, give me them paper things. Like he had some papers Hollow had a folder, Arsonal had a rebuttal folder. Crazy thing about it is we didn't get to see what was in the folder. Some people think nothing was in it at all. It was just a prop that Hollow was using to throw Arsonal off. Arsonal didn't think so. Arsonal was under the impression something about him incriminating was really in that folder, and he definitely was on edge about it. Just prior before the battle, a day before, they had the face-off. Hollow bought out one sheet of that paper showing Arsonal didn't own UW, that he got paid through somebody else and it wasn't Arsonal. Arsonal said it was set up that way so that Hollow could take the battle because he knew if his name was on it, he wouldn't have accepted it. That's what he was saying. Hollow was like, no, that's a lie. You just never owned it, and you were trying to make it seem like you was a league owner when you really wasn't. Arsonal pulled out a paper and showed Smack. Hey, Smack, look at this paper. Don't that say 3 people I own you? Smack looking like, I don't give a damn what you own. This is the URL. You only throw one event a year. So if you want the credit of being the league owner, so be it. But it's real over here. We don't get off into them childish game. Smack looking at him like, boy, please. Y'all don't believe me, just go to it and see it when he tried to get Smack the okay his UW ownership. However, Hollow come on the third round. I think this is one of his lightest rounds to me. He started out, it just was on some comical stuff with Arsonal, slight personals. I gave him 18 points in the third round. But would Arsonal do enough to leave with the win? Arsonal come on behind Hollow. Arsonal had the lyrics, performance, aggression, and I think he definitely beat Hollow. I had Hollow winning Arsonal winning the third round also. When Arsonal was rapping, he had this line where he said to Hollow, something about the gun, I put it right up to your pupil. You definitely, now you literally can inspect the gadget. That was fire. He was just on him. He was just in his bag. This was a good battle. Definitely got a lot of replay value. I saw the battle 3 times. And Hollow lost this battle to Arsonal. I got Arsonal winning this battle 2-1. I got Hollow with the first round, then I got Arsonal with the second and third round. That third round could be debatable to some people, but we don't do debatables. I actually got Arsonal winning this battle 23-18 in the third round over Hollow the Don, man. And that's my judgment on that. Now, judgment will go as follows. Hollow You out here by order, brother. Do not let that hair grow again. I'm glad you cut your hair off and you went back to the same old hollow. I don't know what the hell you were trying to do, brother. You looked like Richard Pryor's son. You looked like that looked like some Cheech and Chong type stuff, man. I think he was thinking about growing dreads, but found out it wasn't worth it, and he cut all his hair back off again. Now you look more professional and everything like that. I heard sales drop since his hair, since his head looked at all dumb like that. So now he back to his regular self, and his sales then took back up now. Um, I think I think Arsenal. I think Arsenal needs to really, really come back to battle rap, lock in, take some more battles, fam. This retirement stuff is a whole host. This is a host. Man, look, this retirement thing you doing Arsenal is a host. You coming back, what did SmackDown pay you when you came back? Really? Did you get 20 racks? No, doubt it. Did you get 15? I don't think so. So you come back just a couple months after saying you retired. Think you need to come back. Come back to battle rap, brother. Come back to battle rap like you've been doing, man. Take 3, 4 more battles, man. I got some guys I want you to battle, man. I want you to battle T-Top, brother. I want you to go upside his head. I want you to battle Craig Lamar. I want you to go upside his head. I also want you to put together a UW event, man, where you can actually book some of these battles. The URL ain't battling, fam. Y'all ain't done nothing yet, man. And I'm wondering what's going on, fam. So with that being said, this battle truth. It ain't my judgment, that's a question. It's yours. I definitely got Arsenal winning this battle, 2-1 over Hollow. But it was a good battle, hella replay value. Both these brothers came with it. If you minus the little shenanigans of the pushing and shoving, this was a good battle, man. Was it a classic? Can't say that, but it definitely was good. They definitely had bars. They definitely had performance. They definitely had angles. They definitely came at each other. And that's another thing. I definitely like this battle better than the first one. The first one was okay and good like that, but this was better. It was definitely better. If you actually get this battle a chance and you watch it, it actually was a good battle. I got Hollow losing to Arsenal 2-1. Hollow first round, Arsenal second round, and third round. And it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. Forgive me for sounding a little hoarse. Feel like I'm losing my voice. So I'm sorry. With that being said, it's Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment that's in question. It's yours. Arsenal defeats Hollow in the rematch 2-1.